Hi there. We are in Tellico Plains, East Tennessee. Actually, I think we're in Coker Creek, outside of Tellico Plains. Um, just here for a long weekend. We've got another cabin rental. Kind of, at the moment, kind of a little disappointed with it. A couple of reasons. Um, the hot tub's not working, and they are supposed to send a fix-it guy out here tomorrow to try to fix that. Um, and we'll see. And it's not quite the cabin we were expecting when we read through all the descriptions. It's about 25 miles away from any of the things that we were planning to do, and it is really like a studio type of room. It's just the whole open concept, everything, dining room, bedroom, kitchen, living room, everything short of the bathroom is all open. Be like a studio apartment or something. Anyhow, it's not quite what we were expecting, so our weekend is off to a disappointing start after 6 hours of driving to get here. So anyhow, we're going to make the best out of it, hoping to anyhow. We've got kayaking planned for tomorrow, hopefully weather permitting, and after that some hiking up on the Tennessee-North Carolina border, up upper elevations. We want to do a couple balds. Get that planned. Hopefully get some good trout fishing in. This place, this whole area is noted for trout fishing. Heavily stocked, so it should be, which is one reason why we can't fish today, because it's closed on Thursdays and Fridays to fishing as they stock. So there's good fishing potential for us as we hope to go fishing at least Saturday and Sunday. And that'll wrap things up for us after that. But it's mostly just a getaway. Initially, I put the time in to go to Eastern Kentucky for the Bushcrafters meetup, and just due to the way things are this year and the craziness of COVID recovery the world's going through, things don't look good for me at work again this year. At least I'm working now, so I can't complain. I just don't have any personal life beyond work. So it was just a wiser decision to use the time that I already put in to be off, to spend it with my wife, as opposed to just a bunch of guys in Eastern Kentucky. And I hope they understand that family was more important. So all that being said, we're going to try to make the best out of just a little bit of a weekend we got here in East Tennessee, and hope to share most of that with you. And here we are inside the cabin. It is was labeled as a one bedroom. It truly is just a one room cabin, and that's kind of a little disappointment. It's neat and it's tidy, and it's going to do. We're only here for just a weekend anyhow, but it is a little bit disappointing. I don't know. We'll make do with it. Yep. We are now at
Hiwassee River Outfitters. We've got about 15 minutes or so before we get on the bus and get brought upstream. Looking forward to it, something new, and guess we're going to see you here in a few minutes.
You made it. No, I don't think so. My left hand's falling asleep from gripping this stupid thing. These things don't steer worth a damn. All right. Okay. She sees an eagle up there somewhere. Yeah, here we go again. Yep, it's gonna suck. Hang on, Karl. You can do it, Ruthie. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Woohoo. Good girl.
Alrighty, so we have finished with the kayak float. I didn't get to film as much of it. My GoPro
which is an old version of GoPro with the internal battery that you can't change. So it doesn't hold a charge very long, and didn't get maybe 15 minutes worth of recording with the GoPro. And I saturated another camera, so that one I'm trying to let dry out before I turn it back on. So did not get to finish filming the float. It was 5.5 miles. Don't think I'm as impressed with inflatable kayaks as I thought before we went on this trip. They don't really steer all that well. I guess in hindsight I'll say I had a good time, but jury's still out right now. It was an interesting experience. It was definitely water that I'm not accustomed to in my side of the state. So anyhow, that wraps up, I guess, our float with down the Hiwassee River. I think it took us about 2 hours, maybe.
We didn't waste time. We wanted it done.
Yeah, out of the several groups on our little bus, I guess we were one of the last ones in the water and definitely the first ones out. But it was, as my friend Jim Hayes says on all his hiking videos, that's another one for the books. And that is one experience I can check off the list. And I guess now we are at a Forest Service picnic area on the Hiwassee River, and I think we're going to make ourselves a little lunch. And yeah, so just
Open it.
no, just drop the lever.
Okay,
See
drop
if
the
it
lever.
just fits in that little, and then spin these around.
Spin them around. And then I
And
screw it.
Yeah, screw it on here. There it goes. So you crush the O-ring a little bit.
Crush the O-ring?
Yeah, the black
That
O-ring.
thing. Okay.
That forms a seal.
Okay.
Okay. Don't do it too tight because you'll.
Then you seal it too
yeah,
tight.
Yeah, then it's hard to come
Okay.
off. So spin it. Okay.
And then,
Yeah. Put water in your little doodad.
okay. I probably need some of yours.
Well, here, I got plenty of water for you.
Okay.
Just fill it up to the 8-ounce mark. You can see it on the
Oh, the
inside,
first
okay?
one.
Yeah.
That's all my water.
Okay.
Okay. So now I light something.
Yep. So here's what you do: you turn it on so you can hear it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So turn it on so you can hear it, and then
Oh, shit. Oh, you don't even need a...
no, just push that. You
Is
do
it going?
No, I turned it off. You do it.
So I turn this,
Turn it till you hear something.
and I push that.
Well, not at the same time. Turn it on so you can hear some gas.
Towards me.
Towards you. More. Yeah. And then now you can adjust it. That's your adjuster. See?
Okay. Oh. Okay, and just set it on there.
Yep. And it'll boil faster with the lid on.
Boil faster with the lid on.
That's it.
Okay.
Is it almost done, Ruthie?
I think so. I'm ready. Oh, yeah. It's like bubbling. I don't... Hot. Hot. Oh my God, it's so hot. Oh, yeah.
If that cooled down a little bit more, you could probably taste it better.
I know, but I'm so hungry.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one's one of my favorite of the twisteds.
It's only 2 o'clock here.
Yeah. The Jamaican rice and beans, and then add a little can of chicken to it. Got a good little lunch there.
This is a rooster tail. These are.
That is, yes,
These
that's a
are.
rooster tail. Yeah, just
I want that.
take one. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
That's a little high, Rufy.
Well, it is fly fishing.
No, it's not fly
Oh, it's
fishing.
not fly. That's what my daddy would do. That's what the waders, right? Okay, anyways. Sorry.
No,
I
don't
grew
be
up
sorry for
watching
it.
him. I will, that one got crazy. Yeah, I admit that. Okay, I did not do that. Wait.
What you doing, Rufy?
I am embroidering the owl that you gave me, but I didn't like those colors. So I'm winging it.
Here, hold it still for a second.
Let me get my needle.
Oh yeah, that's looking good. Yeah. Evening. We are finishing up on day 2 here in the Tellico Plains area, Coker Creek. Today we mostly went out to the Hiwassee River and floated with Hiwassee outfitters. I was hoping to have gotten enough video footage to release a video of that on its own, but after looking what I got, that's not going to happen. Completely drenched one camera, and the GoPro, which I have a love-hate relationship with my GoPro. It 2 things. It mostly time-lapsed everything, and then it's an early generation GoPro, a Hero 1 actually, and the internal battery doesn't hold a charge very long, so it didn't capture much. So I will put most of that footage here in this video probably. I think looking back, you know, a couple months from now, I'll say I had a pretty good time. Right now, I'm not so sure. I actually hurt quite a bit. Inflatable kayaks do not steer anything at all, like plastic kayaks do, and the water itself is, you know, we come from West Tennessee and everything is flat, so it's mostly lakes, ponds, lakes really. Even the rivers are fairly slow, and it's just all calm flat water. So places that were in the past that we've driven over the Hiwassee, everything, it's a nice wide river, and it looks, you know, you can, as places where you drive over it, it looks really nice. It's flowing, but it still looks
peaceful and tranquil, but you know, there are some pretty good spots up in there, and class 2 and 3 whitewater that neither one of us are familiar with really paddling on. Luckily, we didn't overturn because truthfully, I am very fearful of a lot of water activities. I don't swim, and you know, so water accidents are more fearful for me than exciting, if that makes sense. So anyhow, I guess we did okay. I mean, we did. I got stuck on a rock for probably half an hour trying to figure out how to get off of that silly thing, and got through okay afterwards without, you know, overturning or nothing. It was just teetering right there on a rock, and it was it wore me out trying to get off of that thing. But you know, so we had I guess in hindsight, we're going to say we had a good time, but today we're not feeling it. We were one of the last ones in the water and the first ones out. So once we got going, we just didn't let no grass grow behind us. That's for sure. Got dinner going now. We've got a couple New York strips that we're grilling out, and got some baked potatoes going on inside, and a couple of ears of corn. That's going to finish out the corn for us, probably, unless we go do some more grocery shopping tomorrow. Still got 2 more nights to consider. Today would be a really good day to soak in the hot tub, but it still is broke. Kudos to the owner and to the management company. Both are at least trying to get it fixed. We've talked to both sets a couple times now, and I guess somebody else is coming back out tomorrow to look at it. So all I could say is hopefully that gets working. It's man, but it would be nice to have tonight. After floating, we went down to a little picnic area that we've been to a couple times now, and had ourselves a little lunch there. Wife's getting a little more comfortable with her little pocket rocket stove, and, you know, cooking out of her little Stanley pot for herself and stuff. So that was pretty good. Fished the Hiwassee for not really long, maybe an hour. Didn't do any good, you know, and it didn't matter if we did or did not. It was getting my wife a little more comfortable with picking lures and casting them and just reading water and currents and stuff. And so she's doing pretty good. She's having fun. She's about determined she's going to catch a trout this trip. So let's hope so for her. And then we hiked up right from there, just down the road a little bit. There's Lowry Falls. That was really pretty, and there should be enough stuff to make a separate video for that. So that was a pretty good little trip. That's pretty much it for tonight. I don't think there's definitely not going to be any more activity going on after dinner. I'm going to hit the shower and then probably just veg, because like I said, I hurt in places I shouldn't be hurting. An inflatable kayak, I don't understand how some muscles right now are hurting the way they are, but they are. So it's just going to be a chill night for me. And I guess we'll get back with you tomorrow after. Probably won't do a morning report. There's no need in it. I just did that now, and get back with you after we get some things done tomorrow.
And
Looks like just going to be a rainy evening.
So, our little trip's coming to an end. We're heading back home tomorrow morning. Today was pretty low-key. Mostly fished. Went down to the Tellico River and tried a few spots.
Yeah, that's not a good cast.
So we went back to the spot that we tried yesterday afternoon. Tried it again this morning. I don't know, we spent maybe 45 minutes there. Didn't do much good. Gave a couple more lures to the river. And my wife's getting pretty good at catching a corner of rocks. But she tried. She had a good time, I think, trying. Then we went further upstream, tried a couple more places, I think.
Yep. We are trying a new spot. We are at Walnut Grove Picnic Area. I think there's one other couple here and 4 picnic tables, so I don't feel real bad for hogging up a site. But and it's a Sunday, so most people are leaving. The other spot that we were at yesterday and then again this morning has claimed 4 lures now. So we decided to move on and try a new spot. So we'll see what happens.
More. I know we fished from the Walnut Grove picnic area. We fished from there for quite a while. And went further upstream, tried a couple more places. Didn't really do any good though, and that, that's okay. That we tried, but just one of them days, I guess, where we weren't going to be the ones catching it. We've seen some people who caught some really nice looking fish though. And we drove further up was it River Road? Anyhow, the road that follows Tellico River, and checked out a few of the campsites that they had there, and went all the way up to the state line before turning back around. So it was just a pretty low-key day. Being that we didn't catch any fish, we stopped in at the Telecafe. I'm sorry. You get used to saying Tellico. We stopped in at the Telecafe and got ourselves a trout lunch there. So at least we got to eat some trout on this trip. And that's pretty much it. We're just kind of sitting around the cabin today, just relaxing, packing up our stuff and getting ready to go home for tomorrow. Yesterday, we hiked a couple of the balds along the Cherohala Skyway. Both of those were on the North Carolina side, so it gives us a couple more little adventures in the Nantahala National Forest. Ate lunch up on Huckleberry Knob. That was kind of cool. Thank you to Tim Buck with Backpacking with Buckley for suggesting some peak refuel meals. They were pretty good. A little more expensive than the Mountain House, but at the same time, it's quite tasty of a meal. So I don't have any quarrels with either one of that. I think for what we ate, it was really good and worth the expense. So anyhow, thank you, Tim, for suggesting that. Probably buy some more here, other opportunities like that. And then after we came down off of the higher elevations, we went back down onto across the Tellico River and tried our hand at fishing for a little while yesterday afternoon also. So we did. It was a pretty good trip. We enjoyed ourselves. I think for what we've done, this amount of stay was perfect for that. So yeah, it's been a good trip. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Not sure how I'm gonna edit this all together, but hopefully this little recap type of works out pretty good. I know. Well, anyhow, I hope it works out pretty good. So I want to thank you guys for watching and for hanging out with us on our long weekend trip to the Tellico Plains. And I guess we'll see you next time around.